So, as I was telling you, our next final will be women's singles, and two former world champions, Nozomi OKUHARA, in her third final here at the Hong Kong Open, but still looking for her first title here, up against the 2013 world champion, Ratchanok INTANON. Now, when we look at the race to Guangzhou standings in the women's singles at the moment, it's all very simple, because the top 8 on that list will indeed be invited to the World Tour finals in Guangzhou. So the only discipline where I think it's so simple. As far as the women's singles draw is concerned, at the start of the week we had 6 players who had contested a final here in Hong Kong, 4 former champions. By quarter-final stage, the only 2 former champions left in, Tai Tzu-Ying and Carolina Marin, had to play against each other. The only other finalist was, of course, Nozomi OKUHARA. Tai Tzu-Ying was trying to become only the second women's singles player in history to win a major title, Super Series title, World Tour title, 3 consecutive years, but had to withdraw from her semi-final against OKUHARA. In the bottom half of the draw, Ratchanok INTANON came through against Akane Yamaguchi and then Sung Ji-hyung to set up this intriguing battle. 2 former world champions do battle for the title here in Hong Kong. Incidentally, 4 current or former world number ones at quarter-final stage. That's an indication of just the strength and depth of women's singles at the moment. So Nozomi OKUHARA, last year's world champion, leading out the 2 players. And even the way they walk onto court is very telling, very businesslike from Nozomi OKUHARA, whereas Ratchanok INTANON, whole demeanour so relaxed, almost strolling onto court, onto centre stage. So both our court officials from Hong Kong.
Conducting contest, Mr. Edward McCaffrey, Chief Executive Officer, HSBC Live Hong Kong. Champion of Korea Open 2018, World Ranking number 6, Nozomi OKUHARA, Japan.
Nozomi OKUHARA, number 7 seed this year in Hong Kong.
2018, World Ranking number 8, INTANON, Thailand.
Ratchanok INTANON, in only her 2nd final this year, reached the final of her first tournament, the Malaysian Masters, which was also a Super 500 event. For Nozomi OKUHARA, it's her 5th final of the year and 5th World Tour event final. This is the 9th meeting between the 2 players, and the last time they met was in the quarterfinal of the Indonesian Masters at the beginning of the year. Ratchanok INTANON winning on that occasion. Actually, the 2nd time that they've met here in Hong Kong. The first time was 3 years ago in the semi-final stage, when OKUHARA won on that occasion. But surprisingly to me, this is the first time that these 2 players have met in a final. Considering their results, and both have been world champions, I find that astonishing. 23 years of age, born in Nagano, has been as high as 3 on the world ranking. Total of 12 weeks at number 3, and as we saw from the World Tour standings, race to Guangzhou, also number 3 on that list. Went to 3 games in her quarterfinal against the silver medalist from the 2016 World Junior Championships, Pornpawi Chorchuwong, and then against the 2-time defending champion and 3-time winner Tai Su Ying. Only 4 points into the second game. Tai Su Ying had a strained muscle in her torso and had to withdraw from that semi-final encounter. So Ratchanok INTANON, also 23 years of age, former world #1. 2 weeks as world #1 from the end of April 2 years ago. 2-time semi-finalist, 2015 and 2017. Last year she lost in the semi-final to PV Sindhu, who then lost in the final. And this her second final of the year. Looking at her path through to today's final, she has twice been taken the full distance. In the first round against Sayaka Sato, the left-hander, and then in the semi-final against Sung Ji-hyun. Surprisingly easy match against the #2 seed, Akane Yamaguchi. But as I was saying, Okuhara in her third final here. First time she reached the final, 2014. Lost to Tai Su Ying in the final there, and then a year later lost in the final to Carolina Marin. So not only a gold medalist at World Championships, INTANON, 15 career titles. To beg your pardon, it's 18 career titles for Ratchanok INTANON. There's the Japanese coaches, the traditional little talking to herself, then there'll be a deep bow before she enters the court. And then just before play gets underway, there'll be a little bow to all 4 corners of the court. Yeah, she's just reinforcing the tactics. Yeah, it's become a traditional little ritual from OKUHARA. So the first ever player from Japan to contest the Hong Kong Open final. OKUHARA. Olympic bronze medalist as well. As her World Championship gold medal a year ago.
Japan. And on my left, Ratchanok INTANON, Thailand. Ratchanok INTANON serve, level, play.
Steen, were you surprised that it was the first meeting between these 2 players in a final?
Both yes and no. We know, of course, it's 2 really skilled and strong players since they've been able to win a world title each, but they've also been suffering injuries, and that's perhaps one of the reasons why they haven't played each other in a final yet. That there's always one of them who's been a little bit either injured or coming back from injury.
Good rally. My goodness, the pace of it. It's gone long.
Service over, 2-1.
And yesterday when Ratchanok INTANON defeated Sung Ji-hyun of Korea, Ratchanok started on this near side of the court and was struggling quite a bit, but then came back much stronger from the far side of the court, and in the third game she was attacking a lot from this near side of the court here, and that was efficient.
Wide.
3-1.
Well, I should point out that on the previous encounters between these two players, whilst it stated 4 wins apiece, the first meeting was at junior level, and I'm really not sure whether we should be counting junior encounters within head-to-heads. We don't include them in other stats, do we?
No.
And number of titles won and things like that.
These two, it's actually a little bit interesting. What year was it that they played as juniors? Because Ratchanok INTANON, she won the World Junior Championships in 9, 10 and 11. And Nozomi OKUHARA, she won it in 12, where Ratchanok was eligible to play. She was still under 19, but decided to give it a pass and play senior tournament. She was also still eligible for the World Junior Championship when she won her World Senior Championship in 2013 in Guangzhou.
Well, in answer to your question, it was the World Junior Championships of 2011.
So Ratchanok must have won that match.
Indeed.
Well played. Well played, Nozomi OKUHARA.
I have a feeling, Steen, that the styles and the conditions here, coupled with the conditions of the slow shuttles, means that it will very much suit OKUHARA more. What do you think?
Yes, that's also my initial thought. It slows down the attacking shots of Ratchanok INTANON, and it tends to make the rallies longer, but I'm not so sure. It's a fantastic attacking clear. One of the differences here in this first game compared to yesterday is that there's quite significant height difference between Nozomi OKUHARA and Sung Ji-hyun. So where Sung Ji-hyun could take advantage of her attacking shots yesterday, it's a little bit more difficult for Nozomi OKUHARA. She still has to work her opponent around the court like she used to, but I guess you might be right, Jill, and I could easily see Ratchanok INTANON lose interest in this first game if she falls too much behind, which she's in danger of at the moment.
Yeah. Oh, there's a big open court, cross court as well. Ratchanok was waiting for the straight smash.
2-7.
Just to finish the discussion of the World Junior Championships, we have a World Junior Championships final in women's singles, yeah, also in the other categories later today, and another player that's known to the senior circuit is in the final, Go Jin Wei from Malaysia.
Oh yes, clever. Using the body smash.
Serves over 8.
Just picking up on that
2.
point, Steen, about the World Junior Championships. Not only is Go Jin-wei going for her second World Junior title, but isn't it a great way of bringing players onto the World Tour? Both these players former World Junior champions, and they've both gone on to win World Senior titles.
Yeah.
So it's over 3-8.
Lots of winners, especially in the women's singles, have developed quickly into contention in the senior tour. Kane Yamaguchi, of course, in 13 and 14, and most recently Chen Yufei.
Yeah. Yeah. Perfect placement.
4-8. So it's over 9-4.
Well left.
So it's over 5-9.
Yeah, it's a sideline in question.
Oi!
Oh, my goodness. Well, that was a golden opportunity for OKUHARA.
6-9.
Super punch clear. It's interesting, that's the second time that
Wipe the
Ratchanok,
clock,
when
please.
she's been in trouble on the backhand, has then protected the backhand defence.
Yeah. I don't know if they've got some statistics saying that the opponents are mostly going for her backhand side when they're going to try and kill
Thank you.
big opportunities on her. Nowadays, all the leading nations and players are working with video systems that can give you all the smashes towards the backhand side and all the responses on high services from right service field and similar things.
Oh, just wide. You coaches will be done out of a job if computers are doing it all now.
Yeah. They're already talking about robot commentators as well.
That's a great clear. So to the mid-game interval
11-6 interval.
with a 5-point advantage. Nozomi OKUHARA. Choi Sung-bum and Sakamoto. Sakamoto, do you remember his bronze medal in Kuala Lumpur with Ikeda in the men's doubles?
Not exactly the match, but I definitely remember that pair.
Yeah.
Improved tremendously.
20 seconds.
In,
20
Park.
seconds.
Jo Bong moved to Japan as coach.
Please, back on clock.
Also Otsuka, Tadashi Otsuka and Keita Masuda, the two leading men's doubles at that time.
11-6.
I wonder if she does that. Nozomi Okuhara standing there repeating the tactics for herself. When she's shopping in the supermarket, standing in the line there to pay, does she repeat for herself? Milk, bread. I mean,
well, I go through my shopping list before I go to the checkout.
Yeah, but you have a note.
12-6.
I'm so excited about this match because I think it's a challenge to Ratchanok INTANON. And I'm excited to see whether she will have the patience and the stamina to pose a threat to Nozomi Okuhara, who is extremely fast on her feet and gets a lot back. So it will give us an indication of where Ratchanok is in her game right now, because I feel that when she's on top of her game, she can beat anybody. She's been one of the players that have been challenging Tai Su Ying when Tai was at her absolute best. Actually, the only player challenging her.
Yeah.
But more often than not, we've seen that she's been either a little bit injured or coming back for injury, or not in good enough shape.
Good enough shape, stamina-wise.
Yes.
Yeah.
8-12.
But she has the technical skills. She has the good stature that gives her a little bit of an advantage, in my opinion, when she plays Tai Su Ying or Okuhara or Yamaguchi, because of a better reach. But it has to be backed up by a stamina that's almost as good as the players that are a little bit shorter than herself in height.
9-12.
Goodness me. 4 of the 5 points since the mid-game interval.
10-12.
And a little bit the same situation as we saw in the women's doubles, where it's the player pair that are a little bit behind at the first mid-game interval that has the biggest chance of adjusting if the weapons are there in the arsenal.
Good morning.
It's a fantastic rally. Amazing.
Badminton at its brilliant best. All 4 corners of the court explored, and Ratchanok knew that she got the shuttle past Okuhara deep in her backhand corner, and that the only possible reply would be to the net area, and she was just standing there ready and waiting.
Thank you.
Had she had it clear, it would have been a big surprise for Ratchanok. She was in front of the service line,
12.
and it was all kinds of situations in there. It started out with Okuhara chasing Ratchanok around court, and then turned the opposite way around.
Just aggressive rally from OKUHARA there.
Service over. 13-11.
Oh, delightful. Absolutely delightful. There's the skills that you were talking about, Steve.
Service over. 12-13.
The weapons in the arsenal, I think, as you described it.
Yeah. Extremely difficult shot. She must have missed a lot while she was practicing it.
It's gone wide. Yeah, learning that shot wouldn't have happened overnight, would it? It's long. Well, it all really started here at the Hong Kong Open for this lady. It was her first ever Super Series tournament final back in 2014, when she was playing only her 6th Super Series tournament. All that hard work to get within a point of her opponent. Now a couple of sloppy errors.
Service over. 13-16.
Oh, how did she get that? Oh, calm as you like from Ratchanok INTANON, the final shot there. So often a player, when your opponent gets back a shot that you don't think they should be getting back, should have been a winner, then they try and do something a little bit too complicated, but that was beautifully played.
Yeah, great follow-up. There's also sometimes people get a little bit confused and annoyed that it's getting back one more time and rush themselves. Fantastic.
Oh. And she played that with a broken string.
Yeah, we're really spoiled with entertaining players, different playing styles in women's singles these years. It's just so much good badminton.
Yeah.
15-16.
And to think, going back perhaps a little over 5 years, it was considered a one-nation discipline.
Yeah. the Olympics in 12. China won gold and silver, had a shot at bronze until Wang Xin injured herself.
Yeah.
Serves over. 17-15.
She doesn't like that shuttle either. INTANON asking her opponent to change it, which she duly does.
Doesn't fly straight, flies a little to the right. It's a fine line for both players. For OKUHARA, the line is that she wants to put some pressure on Ratchanok, but she doesn't want to put so much pressure that if she's a little bit inaccurate, it gives Ratchanok counter attacking possibilities. And for Ratchanok, the edge of the knife is that she wants her racket to make up for OKUHARA's greater speed of movement. But if she pushes it too much, mistakes creep in.
There's a challenge here from OKUHARA. That is Paul Goods. She believes it to be out. What does Hawkeye say? Clearly in. So Ratchanok INTANON back level. Been playing catch-up since 1-1.
17-all.
Wanting to change the shuttle again.
Play.
Well, I just get the sense that that was a really, really important rally. Great defence there from OKUHARA. Important rally and longest rally so far.
Serves over. 18-17. Play. Serves over. 18-all.
It's just a lovely touch. tosses her racket in frustration. Like she'd been overcommitted at the front
She
of the court.
overcommitted, like the shot we saw earlier, where OKUHARA was only able to get it to the front court. Ratchanok read it the same way here, but this time OKUHARA got it back, and she got in trouble. What a clear, fantastic shot. Amazing.
What a rally. Ratchanok INTANON commanding the rally throughout, dictating the pace, pushing her opponent into both deep back corners. Look at that. And then once OKUHARA was out of position, then going for the cross-court winner.
And shot for shot, making the advantage in the rally a little bit bigger. And that's the knife's edge there. If you push it too much, there's the chance you make an error. If you don't push it enough, OKUHARA is back in the rally immediately.
Play.
Right.
So the game point opportunity is in favour of Nozomi OKUHARA.
Game point. Change.
Ratchanok wanted the shuttle changed. OKUHARA said no. The umpire said yes, change it.
20.
I'm surprised at that.
Point, 19.
Normally the umpires go in favour of the server. If the server doesn't want to change the shuttle, then it's usually not changed. Game point opportunity. The push is wide. 21-19 opening game. An excellent opening game between two former world champions. 30 minutes of brilliant badminton from these two players, and the opening game 21-19 in favour of Nozomi OKUHARA. The magnificent trophy that will be presented to the winners of the World Tour finals in Guangzhou in just
Play.
a little over 3 weeks' time. In fact, the finals will be in exactly,
3 weeks' time.
well, 4 weeks.
4 weeks' time, yeah.
Yes, 4 weeks for finals day of the World Tour finals. Well, that's a pretty accurate smash to start the second game from INTANON.
Love.
Now, from what you were saying earlier, Steen, I got the impression that you weren't actually terribly worried about that opening game as far as Ratchanok was concerned from her perspective, because I got the impression that you liked the way she played from the far side of the court in yesterday's
She played that
semi-final.
side really well yesterday, but I'm a little bit concerned. I actually think the first game went perfect for Nozomi OKUHARA. She weathered the storm. She got Ratchanok to use a lot of energy, so maybe she can finish this in 2 games. OKUHARA, if she can put enough pressure on Ratchanok, she can. She don't have to worry about playing it too long, not too much. That is a challenge.
Call out.
Well, we can't even see that line from where we're sitting, Steen, so I'm not going to ask you to try and preempt Hawkeye. Here we go. Yeah. Good challenge, Ratchanok.
Service over. 2-1.
I'm always a little bit nervous when Ratchanok challenges,
Play.
not having the best record in in that. This one was good enough. No, so I wonder whether Ratchanok can be successful with the same game as she was yesterday against Sung Ji-hyun.
2-all.
Not at all certain that that is possible here in the second game, and even if she is, then she's going to have to do it the hard way, because she spent that much energy in the first game and ended up losing it. Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Service over. 3-2.
And I mean, that's also fantastic by Nozomi OKUHARA, but sometimes the spectacular shots coming from the racket of Ratchanok INTANON, and really should appreciate the movement that Nozomi OKUHARA is displaying, because it's the speed of movement, the pace, the retrieval skills that is putting some pressure on Ratchanok INTANON.
4-2.
Landed in.
Five, 2.
And that one is long.
Service over. 3-5.
Nice slice. And again. Well, the earlier part of that rally was almost like a practice routine. Cross-court slices from the deep forehand from Ratchanok. She played them very well indeed.
Okay. Can you show him? Serves over. 6-3.
That's a nice shot from OKUHARA.
Service over.
Well, I know, Steen, in
4-6.
recent tournaments we've questioned the stamina of this player, Ratchanok INTANON, but you've also got to question the fact that Nozomi OKUHARA reached the final last week in Fuzhou. The accumulation of tiredness, 2 finals in 2 weeks. I wonder if that might have an effect.
It could be. It could be. On this year's World Tour, Ratchanok INTANON has 3 times out of 11 times has she lost the first game, and 3 of those 11 times she's come back to win the match. So roughly 25%.
When obviously going to 3 games.
When she's lost the first game.
So she can lose in 2 games. That's a percentage including the 2 games. When she's lost in 2.
That's when she's lost the first game. 11 times has she lost the first game. 8 of the matches she's lost eventually.
Yeah.
And 3 of the matches she's come back to win.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. Sorry, my misunderstanding.
Serves over. 7-6. Serves over. 7-all.
Can't afford that.
8-7.
Errors on the return of serve. It's just a gift for your opponent. Yeah, that's nice. Not going for full power, going for placement. Going with the backhand serve.
Well done by OKUHARA. Getting you back one more time than Ratchanok was comfortable with.
9-8.
You see it so often, don't you, with OKUHARA's opponents? It's almost like, how on earth did she get that back? I've got to do something even more special.
The speed is intimidating. I think here, of course, the medicine was realizing that the advantage had gone and start all over for Ratchanok instead of trying to increase the advantage.
Serves over. 9-all.
Almost a little stamping disappointment.
Seems like they agree.
Yeah.
The two coaches, they're going to win this, they think. Or rather, Nozomi OKUHARA is going to win this. Got a good way of spreading knowledge down throughout the coaching system. Japanese team, we often see there's assistant coaches at tournaments sitting next to the national coaches, so there's a red line throughout what you're working with the players. That's really, really good. And also expensive, I guess.
Yeah.
Good shot.
That's a lovely little hold and push deep into the OKUHARA forehand corner. And Ratchanok INTANON has the advantage, a 2-point advantage here in the second game. "43 minutes into the match."
掟一步，步咩掟埋聽啲嗱，好啊，呢拍爛咩話下㗎咁
係啊，喺度貼咗啊，แล้วก็ตีเสียเอง
ใช่แต่ตอนนี้เราไม่เสียแล้วตอนนี้วินเนอร์ด้วยใช่ไม่แต่ไม่แปลกไม่แต่ก็แต่ใหม่แค่นี้แต่ไม่แต่หยุดด้วยแต่ต้องหยุดโอเค
20 seconds.
แต่ใหม่
20 seconds.
มันเรื่องมาเรื่องพลังจีนรัชนกตัดคนพวก
11-9. Play.
Well, I suspect most neutrals like us, Dean, would love to see a deciding game here in this women's singles final, because as you said earlier, it is an intriguing battle.
And also the Thailand fans. They also want to see a third game.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Look at that defensive shot from Ratchanok INTANON.
Was she helping it over with her right leg after she made the shot, Ratchanok?
Quick.
Oh, we didn't
didn't
see
see
it.
it.
12.
It was like, come on.
Yes. Again, we're seeing OKUHARA. Look how close she got into the net. That cross-court block, superb.
And one of the good things is that she's almost there. She's almost at it, and you only
10-12.
get to almost be there when you go for it. A lot of players, they sort of deem that, no, I can't really reach that one. And then you won't reach the ones where you say, oh, I didn't really believe that I could reach it.
Yeah.
But good thing I went for it.
Well, this is a very good little phase of the match as far as Ratchanok is concerned.
10.
She's found a good level with her disguises at the moment, Ratchanok INTANON. It's a little bit of disguise on her shots, and it's doing some damage to OKUHARA. It's difficult for her to move as quickly as she wants to.
Serves over. 11-13.
Perfect placement.
12-13.
Oh, that is tremendous.
It's more difficult on this side of the court for OKUHARA to get these shots long enough because she's playing up against the drift. Backhand serve again.
Going wide.
Wow, that is amazing retrieval. It's gone long. Absolutely amazing retrieval by Nozomi OKUHARA. I mean, if this was a computer game,
15.
then you would select the shots that Ratchanok has been hitting. She got everything back.
There was one earlier, wasn't there?
Yeah.
That was just incredible, where she scampered to her forehand net.
Exactly.
Yeah. Roll on over that line.
Well, she's serving a little bit short on purpose there, OKUHARA.
Maybe.
Well, that was long enough.
Well, it had a little think about it, didn't it? It stayed her side.
Quick.
Oh, crikey, that was close, wasn't it?
Serves over. 16-14. Play.
Got the net cord, OKUHARA. considering what happened on the last rally, where she tried to play a little block on the backhand side, and it just didn't go over. So then the very next rally, play the perfect net block. That's pretty impressive.
That's what the best players in the world do. If they make a mistake, they don't sort of take that shot out of their game and just make it a little bit better the next time.
Back level, 16 all. Oh my goodness. Completely mistimed it.
Serves over. 17-16.
The coaches would have gone long had she not just touched it a little bit with her racket.
Yes. Look at her footwork, how she gets herself into that perfect position.
Yeah.
The overhead shot.
Serves
In my
over.
opinion, she's a bit more
17
dangerous in
all.
the forehand corner because she can sort of get below the shuttle, and when she's in that position, she can hit all over the court. Whilst from the backhand corner, the cross smash is a little bit more risky for her.
All. Play.
It's gone long. And at this crucial stage,
18-17.
Nozomi OKUHARA goes back into the lead.
Play.
Oh, two missed hits there from Ratchanok.
Serves over. 18 all.
Yes, you can just see the frustration from Ratchanok INTANON. Oh, she missed that one. Now OKUHARA just 2 points away from the title. Shot from Ratchanok. Backhand defence there. Oh, we saw a forehand defence blocked cross court earlier that was perfection. Just proving that she can play the same shot from the backhand side. Look at that. Absolutely delightful. Match point opportunity for Nozomi
Serve over.
Okuhara.
20. Match point 19.
Why not try a short serve to the forehand side again? That was the one Ratchanok played wide. Not this time.
Oh, it's gone wide. And Ratchanok urging herself on after the rally. And that sort of overt, animated
20
desire
all.
has been lacking, in my opinion, for the last few tournaments from Ratchanok. Look at that reaction. 20 all, extra points required until there's a clear 2-point winning margin. Oh, having just saved a match point, now it is a game point opportunity for Ratchanok INTANON to level this final at 1 game apiece. Oh. The disappointment all too obvious.
And both players have to dig for shots that doesn't have the same completion percentage as their normal shots. The normal shots won't make winners against
21 all.
the opponent. Has to be something special in it, and of course there's a bigger margin for error then.
Pace of this. What a rally.
Jump smash, jump cut.
Oh, that's loose. Brought to her knees. Physically and metaphorically. The pace of the rally was astonishing. Longest rally of the match so far as well. Incredible. The match clock ticks over the hour mark. And it is a second match point opportunity for Nozomi Okuhara.
Thank you. Thanks. (22, 21). Play.
Match point Okuhara. Brilliant.
It's over. 22 all.
It's good to see Ratchanok so animated.
Yeah, it is.
Well, that's a careless error. And now it's a third match point opportunity for OKUHARA
23.
in her
22.
third Hong Kong Open final. Will she finally win this title? The answer is yes. What a women's singles final. 24-22 in the second game. Good sportsmanship shown from both players. And Nozomi OKUHARA, having been beaten in the final in 2014 and 15, here this year in 2018, wins the Hong Kong Open title. Yes, what a final it was. Beaten in the final in Fuzhou a week ago, and comes back even stronger to win the title here in Hong Kong. Her third title of the year, and that means that it's a third Super 500 title for Nozomi OKUHARA. This, the final rally. Look how she was closing down the net. She knew her net shot was tight. There was no way that Ratchanok could have lifted it to the back of the court, and OKUHARA's presence here just stands her ground. She knew that was the victory. So a third Super 500 title of the year to go with the Thailand Open and the Korean Open. Well, Steve, what a final. Wasn't that a treat?
Yeah, that was fantastic badminton. It's really marvellous display by both players. It could have gone either way, but deserved win, in my opinion, no matter who would have gotten it. OKUHARA, second final in 2 weeks, that was deserved.
Yeah.
Women's single of YONEX-SUNRISE Hong Kong Open Badminton Championship 2018, part of the HSBC BWF World Tour Super 500. 亞軍 runner-up 泰國嘅 Ratchanok INTANON of Thailand.
First time in her second final this year that she's had to settle for second best. But a remarkable achievement in her third final here in Hong Kong. Nozomi OKUHARA, 2 finals in 2 weeks, and having been beaten a week ago in Fuzhou, then this week here in Hong Kong leaves as champion. Well, as you were saying earlier, Steen, women's singles is in a very healthy and exciting situation as far as world badminton is concerned.
It is. I can't wait till Guangzhou to see these two players again.
Yeah.
It's going to be amazing. And I mean, even though we can see big smiles with both players, and I think Ratchanok, even though she's on the lower podium, she can be proud of her tournament as well. Played a good tournament.
Absolutely. Very sporting of Ratchanok INTANON there, applauding her opponent.
And administration of Sunrise and Company PD Limited to present the prize monies. Thank you, Mr. Gaga.
Ratchanok just indicating that he might want to swap. He checks there, no chance.
Says she enjoys fine dining, Nozomi OKUHARA. I hope she treats herself to a little celebration dinner tonight.
Thank you, Dr. Wong. 有請杜達爾潤滑油香港有限公司執行董事兼亞太區總經理駱耀庭先生為我哋致送紀念品。Now may I have the pleasure to call upon Mr. Andrew Knowles, Managing Director and Asia Pacific General Manager of Total Marine Lubricants, to present souvenirs. Thank you, Mr. Knowles. May I now call upon all the prize presenting guests to move to the center for a group photo with the finalists. 雖然只係打咗兩個嘅比賽，
Presentation
但係
party
全場出現
pose
咗
with the
16
two
支嘅對
finalists.
手，足以見到呢場波係相
And it
當
really was a wonderful final.
峰迴路轉。
Badminton of the very highest quality.
公開賽亦都係奧元希望今年度呢個賽季贏到嘅第3個賽站冠軍，之前佢係贏過韓國公開賽同埋泰國公開賽嘅錦標。Thank you, guest.
So 2 finals and 2 titles so far to players from Japan. Can they possibly win all 5 titles? Japanese players here this year. That would be history made. History is made anyway by the fact that they're contesting all 5 finals.
我相信都係我哋在座好多香港球迷嘅寵兒啊！大家都唔介意再一次祝賀佢哋兩位啊，能夠打入今年度香港歌賽決賽。路途已經係
So the first ever player from Japan to win the women's singles title here at the Hong Kong Open, Nozomi OKUHARA.